Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. On today's video, we will be going over how to frame a lean-to with rafters. As you can see here, I've got my bond plate up there where the rafters will be tying into. So I'll be showing y'all how we get our measurement for all that. It'll be going off of our metal length. So our metal length is 13'7", and it'll start 1.5" down from the top of that board. So we're measuring off the top of that board up 13'6", which would be 13'7.5" from 1.5" down for the bottom of our board. So now that we got our bond plate up, we're trying to find the top of our rafter, which will be according to the heel height of our truss, which is 6 inches here. And then I'll plane that out, which is that top mark that I made right here where my finger will be. And then from that mark, I'm going to drop it down 1 inch, so my rafter is 1 inch lower, for it'll matter for my metal ribs. So then that is the mark there that I'll chalk across the top there, and that'll be the top of our rafters right there. And just a little more info on where the bottom of this goes. You kind of want to have the top pretty much to the top of your heel of your truss. So I kind of move it up and down as the heel of my truss grows as well. So here we are measuring off of where the top of that rafter is, that line that we chalked that we found out where it was according to our heel heights of our truss. And why that matters is why I dropped it down 1 inch, is so it's 1 inch lower than the heel of the truss there. So that way when we put our metal on, the top of the ribs will plane in right with the top of those purlins, so that way the trim will plane in perfectly, if that makes sense. So here I'm gonna measure down to a laser line that I have on the inside of the building wall, and then I also have that same laser line on the outside post there where we're going to put our header. So now that I have my laser line on both ones here and I've got my measurement off of the inside, I just got to take off my drop and my heel height of my rafter. So in this case I had a 10-foot lean-to at 212 pitch, so I'm going to take 20 inches off at 2 inches a foot, and my heel height was 8 inches out here, so then I would take 28 inches off of my measurement that I had in there to down to my laser line. So I'll just go off of my laser line out here and measure up minus those 28 inches, and that's the top of the header. It's very, very simple. So here we are bracing our wall, so that way, and we'll level each post as we go, and that way that holds the whole wall sideways level. So now that we got that level, we're gonna go ahead and put our header up, and we'll level that other post to make sure it's right. Put our inside header on here. Then we're also gonna brace our gable end here and gonna level that one as well to make sure that one's held. And then we'll just go ahead and put all the rest of our headers in and get it all ready for rafters. So here I'm bracing the interior wall. Usually we'd have trusses up here and it'd all be braced, but we were waiting on trusses. So here I'm just bracing it with a string line and getting this wall 100% straight. That way we have a straight thing to go off of for our rafters. So I forgot to show y'all how I cut these rafters out in the field. So I'm just gonna do it here in my shop. It's very simple, but this is kind of how I do it. First of all, I would get my measurement by hooking on the outside header of that wall where just the two headers were. I'd hook on there and I'd pull up to that mark right on where the top of the rafter will be in by the building. This is our top. It goes from top of rafter to the bottom, and I'll cut this first and I'll hook on there and I'll measure it up, and then it's just the same. So it's very easy to get. That's the easy way. I figured out how to do it. So this was a 212. This is my top. So I want my angle to go that way. So I'm just going to do it from the other side. Go to a 2. Get a mark here. So my overhang was a foot. So I'm going to have 1.5 inch fascia. So I'm going to go 10.5 in. So here you do another 2, same way. Just put like a 6-inch heel on this one. And then you want to measure with your cut from the top. Mark at your 6 inches right here. And then you basically just want to square this off. And you do the same thing out here. Since I put my 2x4 on top, and then I plane my fascia to that, the magic number here is 4 inches down, and your fascia will come down about 4.5 because it'll stick up to here because it'll be planed with this top of this 2x4. So that way it's not sticking out underneath your soffit. And then you just do the same thing here. You just square this off and you come in here. So now we're going to go ahead and cut this thing here, and you'll see kind of what I was talking about. You want to cut this, cut in here. Usually this one sticks down a little further because the heel height is deeper, especially on like a 2x10 or 2x12. So you don't cut it off. And this spot right here will sit right on the headers. This will line up with the outside of the header. So when I got that measurement from the outside of the header, hooked right on that outside of the header, which is right at this corner, and then I went right to the top where my line was up there for my rafters. So now if I say I had 10 foot 2, come up right to there, and you angle it back that way. Cut this. And now you set that flat down like that. It's about a 212 pitch, and this is straight up and down. You butt this up against your line, and that should be right. Then I'll take it and put it up there, hold it to the line, see if it's flush with the outside. If it's a little long, I'll trim it a little bit. And then if you got your wall, the inside wall solid and straight, you can just all cut them the same, and then you just pull the outside wall to wherever you need it to line it up with that down there, and then the outside wall will be straight too. That's how I like to do it. If you make one wall straight, you can go off of it, and then you can go way faster. You don't have to be measuring each one. You can just cut them all and slam them up and be done. And another tip that I do is when I cut them all at one time, then I'll go ahead and I'll stack them all on top of each other, and then you can mark out your purlins on top, your 2x4s, and you mark them out and you just square down the stack, or you can mark the top and the bottom and line them up, and that way once you go ahead and put them up, all your marks are there, and it goes way faster then, and you don't have to be up there awkwardly trying to chalk line across them. The other thing too is I typically take my end ones on that bond plate up top. I leave it in 1.5 inches on each end, and then I'll cut my end rafters 1.5 inches longer, and then I'll nail those in on the side because it's hard to get a hanger in there on the ends, and that way you can just put them on the sides and nail them in. At least that way nail better than toenail. As soon as you get one cut and it's right, just lay it on the other ones, mark it out and cut them, mark them off, cut the end ones 1.5 inches longer, and then nail them on the ends. And everything else, if it's straight, all ass.